It is, eh? Fucking live in the Boneyard, man. Another special guest in the house. Please introduce yourself, my friend.
I'm Stephen Henry from Montreal. I'm old fart in the scene, Quebec scene, I would say. North America, Canada. And it's pretty gray today, and it seems to be grayer for the upcoming days. So depression is coming by. Hey, hello.
Yeah. Yeah, it's man. It's been very hard on everybody. So
Yeah. Well, it's been almost 2 years, so we're starting
yeah,
to get used to it. We know a little bit more about ourselves, I would say.
hey, yes, yeah, no doubt. Right? So, but I gotta re-ask you about the pizza being delivered on stage, man. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen on a video.
Yeah. Now you've seen a couple of videos I posted lately, but on the last tour I've done with decided cataclysm, internal bleeding, big at the Nephilim, and that was like
Yeah.
a 30 days tour and couple day off, and then we end up in Spartanburg and North Carolina. It's not one of the best. It's very cool. The people are very pleasant, but
Hmm.
we played Baltimore the day before at the soundstage, which is like almost 1,000 people over there. It sounds amazing. You're downtown, everything is around. You could there's some nice sightseeing, stuff like that, and then you're like in Hick Place a day after, and there's nothing. Even the grocery store was closed, was shut down for I think for economic reason. COVID hits every
Yeah.
in different spot. So
Oh yeah.
talk and
Even
like
before COVID, to drive through some of those towns, a lot of the mom and pop shops were already closing all up and stuff.
yeah,
People
yeah,
moving
yeah,
to the
yeah.
big city, right?
Yeah. So about the show, well, it's like every band always doing a prank to each other at the end because it's the last show, so there's always something going on. Well, as for Cataclysm, well, Maurizio, the singer, is Italian, and he loves pizza, and
Yeah.
the Nick, the merch guy, order a pizza guy to deliver pizza straight on stage. So
I see that. That was so cool, man.
that was pretty cool. So like Maurizio tried to handle the cardboard with pizza with a microphone on the other side, and then I was like filming on the side and helping out to hold the pizza and he opened it, and it took like maybe two second, and people were just like
Just grabbing and going there. That's
oh yeah,
awesome.
there was no pizza in 2 seconds.
So I was checking out. I had some time today to check out some of your shit. You got a lot of beer drinking, which I'm right into. I've slowed down a bit lately, but and fishing, man. So obviously those are your hobbies and your passions as well, right?
Yeah. Like I love beer very much, but I tend to drink only weekend. But you see the pictures on my Instagram, people are just like, "Are you drinking every day?" No, it's just because I just don't want to saturate the people on Instagram and posting all the picture all at once. So I post at least 2 beer per day, and the
Mhm.
picture been now it's from June. So imagine it's been like a couple months behind.
Yeah. I do that too. I'll space them out, or I'll take like multiple pictures, and then every once in a while I'll throw a picture up of the same party, but no one knows because they just they're like, "You're a boozer, aren't you?" I'm like, "I'm probably pretty close to it," but even this winter we're setting up a brewery, little micro brewery right here. We're gonna start brewing our own beer.
It's a good thing now. It's like it's very very popular, and people seems to understand what is good craft beer and stop drinking that fucking shit like Budweiser. Which I'm stuck to.
Everybody says
I'm stuck to
Bud.
drink
That's the
this,
one I
man.
drink the most.
Oh man, no, I'd rather
Oh,
have
I
like
know.
maybe drink one stout than drinking maybe 10 Budweiser or something like that.
Yeah, But
It's
I've switched
pricey.
over to Bush now. It is
Ah,
pricey to drink Budweiser, right? But
Bud to Bush. Okay, so you're hitting
hey,
around the
man.
bush. Ah, good for
Yeah,
you.
I'm rock bottom now, baby.
Yeah. We have worse. We have Wildcat. Apparently,
Oh, that's
it's
from
coming
back
back.
in the day, man. It's making a
Yeah, yeah,
comeback, is
yeah. There's a lot of redneck people from Quebec City that are very excited right now.
it? That's awesome. So, what do you guys? You guys got some new stuff you've been working on? You got anything new coming up in the pipes here? Or?
Yeah, well, as far for my bands, but like
Yeah.
recently, I brought back to life my label, New Car Music, and there's a release will be set for this Sunday on Halloween, Point
Yes,
Blank
that's right.
Rage.
That's
So
right. That's right. I
we're gonna
have the
put the
link.
band on the map. Third album of my friend from Montreal. It's military death metal music. If you love
Yeah.
stuff like Vader, Cannibal Corpse, it's not tech death. It's like straightforward pommeling death metal.
Yeah.
And since then, like I'm trying to use the label to put out my other titles from other bands, such as
Of course.
Urban Aliens and Empathy Denied. Maybe the second album of Idiopathetic. But I'm doing it on my own pace, so I don't put schedule or pressure on myself. I don't care because I don't believe much in the industry now. There's too much cocksucking, and you have to be
Yeah.
young, and you have to sacrifice in doing all those 360 formulas, and putting a lot of money, and I would do it when I was like maybe 16, when I was like with my parents or something like that. But
Yeah.
when I'm 49, so it's like, what am I gonna do? It's like I'm gonna quit my job and just like
you know,
and come back
I'm
with
on the
bills.
same boat, but I'm basically letting it all go for this next month, and I'm going on tour with the Boneyard, and we're doing some serious traveling and teaming up with Stone Daisy, right? So I'll have a little video
Yeah,
clip of
cool.
that coming up after the show, actually. But yeah, I said fuck it. I'm tired of just working not even 9 to 5. Work 7 days a week almost. It's just been unreal lately this
Yeah.
year. So I'm like,
Slavery
fuck it, I'm going.
times. Yeah. What are
Yeah.
you doing? Like, you doing Ontario? Are you going to the west? Are you going to the east?
No, I'm
Or
heading to South Africa. Actually, there's a big metal
oh,
fest going on there. So Stone to Daisy and
yeah.
I are teaming up, and we're gonna go to the festival. And we got a few bands behind the scenes. We're gonna be able to pick up and interview and stuff, and then a little bit of traveling, add in some food in there. It's gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah. It's a very particular scene, South Africa. I've been there maybe 7, 8 years ago. I don't know how
Oh,
it looked like now, but it was like the witch doctor guy was booking and was doing festival over there. I don't know if he's still active, but no, it's very
maybe.
cool. It's summer. It's summer for them right now because winter for
Yeah,
them is
yeah.
around
So
May. So I was there in
yeah, which is
May.
pretty cool. Oh, you went in the winter months, eh? How
Yeah,
what's it
well,
like there in the winter though?
well, it's the same like falls for us. It's like
Oh,
maybe
okay.
12-degree. So, but
Yeah.
they think it's fucking freezing. I was like in Bermuda, wearing my shorts and a hoodie and walking the street, and people was like, "Who the fuck is
Yeah.
Canadian?"
Look at this
They were wearing
guy,
all their
right?
coats, winter coats. They're, oh man, it's 12 degrees, it's fucking cold. Bunch of
Yeah.
pussies.
In the summer though, it gets hot as balls over there, man. Like,
Oh yeah, big time, big time.
yeah, so that'll be an experience. I had to go get my shots and everything today, right? Pick up my malaria pills and fucking cholera, hepatitis A, fucking tetanus. Like they just juiced me today. That's why I'm not drinking. I'm like, I've had enough stuff ingested in me today. I'll maybe not have some beers today,
Yeah, keep it mellow. The party
Yeah,
is
yeah,
soon to
right.
happen.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's nothing covered that though. That's all on yourself to get those shots and pay for all that shit. I didn't know that. I thought it was like you went to the hospital, they shot you up, fucking you left. Oh hip hooray, but no.
Oh, over here in Quebec, I went through a clinic and it was free and it was pretty quick. After you
Oh
got the shot, you have
wow.
to wait a good 15 minutes. If you're not
Yeah, yeah.
falling, you're not fainting or whatever, or changing color, or there's an arm or it's growing in your yeah.
Yeah, right. No doubt. So when you go fishing and shit, where all do you go then? Like what do you like to even fish for?
Well, depending the schedule and stuff like that. I have a little lake just near where my shack is, a lake of two mountains, which there's a lot of varieties of. There's a lot of kind of fish such as muskie, pike, bass,
Yeah.
perch, all that kind of crappies, and my favorite, the walleye, le doré.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I've never. The only thing I've ever caught is a couple catfish back in the day when I was back home. It's always catfish, and then here it
There's
was
plenty
bass.
catfish. Yeah, we have a lot of
Yeah,
catfish too. I hate them. It's not
they're
because
only good. You can't eat them after so big, man, because
yeah,
it
yeah,
just
yeah. There's two kinds. There's two kinds. There's la barbotte and the barbu, and which the barbu it's like always like bigger, and tastes like swamp. So you don't eat them.
yeah,
You don't
yeah.
eat them.
No, no. Back home, yeah, they're huge. That's all anyone. Catfish this, catfish that, right? And it's always the little
Yeah.
ones, so you never eat the big
The
ones, right?
the little green one, not the gray brown one. The green one, the little
Yeah, that's
green
been
one.
eating sludge for 20 years.
Oh yeah. But this summer was particular because no tour, nothing to do much,
Mm.
not even jamming with my bands because like everything was closed. So I went to Gaspésie, which is east part of Quebec, and it's like I was fishing strip bass. So
Oh, nice.
it's like a sea bass. It's kind of a sea bass.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's a very good fighter. It looks like very much like a bass, but the color of the skin is different and a little bit different in the shape, but the mouth is the same. It's very fun. It's like I
Yeah.
caught like at least a good seven in 3 days, and it was like
Oh, that's pretty nice,
between
man.
5 to 10 pounds.
Oh,
Yeah, it was pretty
that's a
cool.
good size. That's got to put up a
Yeah.
good fight too, man. That's what I always just like catch, and throw
Oh
them
yeah,
back.
they're very feisty. They're very give you a good fight. But the ones like
Mhm.
I love fishing and it's very hard. It's gray trout. I don't know if it's say like that. A truite grise. Those trout goes very deep in the lake, like up to 70 feet below water. So like
Oh, wow.
either you using like a big jig, or you're using those kind of what you call it? I'm trying to find the words, but it's like it's fucking heavy down rigging shit.
Down
So
rigging. Yeah, yeah. My
yeah,
buddy
and
at work, he's just so deep into the fishing manhole, man. Like, just listening to him talk, I pick up on a lot of shit. It's awesome to learn, though.
yeah. So I've been also to Lac Saint Jean and Saguenay, which is still in Quebec. I didn't went further. I was supposed to go to the Maritimes and fish with
Oh,
some friend of mine near Grand Fall, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. But fall is just like near of the United States borders.
yeah.
So
Grand Falls?
Grand Falls.
Yeah, I
Well,
was there once.
since like the COVID thing get everybody sketchy,
Oh, yeah.
so I didn't cross. I went to Temiscouata, which it was very close to it for the gray trout. But when I wanted to go to the Gaspésie, I had to go around, New Brunswick, because they don't want me get in to get through. So I had to just go around. But it is what it is. I had my fun. I drank a lot of beer, and that most of it. Drink beer and fishing. Smoke some weed.
Always. Oh, what am I doing here? Hitting too many buttons. There we go. Let me not touch that for a minute. But so like bands or some of the smaller bands you should that you're listening to, not that people should know about.
There's a lot of bands from Montreal
oh man, you got tons.
Yeah, there's First Fragment.
Deadwood. I just had them. Fantastic.
Deadwood, very great band. They're playing soon. I think at Fofone Electric, if not Deadwood. With Your Last Wish.
Yeah, another great band, man. Roxanne and Dave and them.
Good,
fantastic.
Yeah, good friend of mine. They're playing. They play in Sainte Thérèse, which is like north. It's like North Shore of Montreal, Monte Cristo with Desiree, Second to Midnight.
Yeah.
Deadwood, Your Last Wish. And there's a couple bands like First Fragment that just made a listening party Sunday. They're releasing their second album, Gloire Éternelle.
Oh.
I love this band.
Awesome.
Great guys. So there's a couple bands that are playing. Shows are coming back.
Dead Man's Prophecies, they're fantastic too, man. Last Dance Amongst Wolves, another band out of your city, your area, anyways, right?
Yeah, and there's The Agonist just working to release their new album. Burning the Oppressor. Burning the Oppressor are bringing a new album too, as well. And there's so many bands. It's incredible how many bands are.
I know. That's actually pretty wild, right? Late Night Trouble as well. They just in the middle of doing their EPs, getting ready to release all their shit. They're like more of a rock and punkin' band, But
there's a lot of punk rock too, as well, over here.
I was actually gonna wear their shirt tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. There's Nova Spe releasing, I think, their third album. It's a band I might work for as a light guy. Sometimes I work as a stage guy or a camera guy, and sometimes I do lights. I'm not the best guy, but I think I could deliver a good show if it's well prepared.
Yeah, right. I'll keep that in mind. I'll have a little festival next year. And then the year after that, hopefully I have the land secured and everything. And I'll be starting to throw some pretty big festivals, I believe, in the next couple of years. So that's right.
Yes, since the Montebello Rock Fest died, so we need something to replace them. Hello? I think the line communication.
It's coming back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was lagging
Internet
a little bit. Huh? Oh no,
yeah, just a hair.
Sucks on that place too. Everything getting slower. Yeah. Even Facebook is getting slow and gay. It's I feel like MySpace 2005. I think it's like a MySpace deja vu. There's something's happening. I don't know.
Man. They're still rocking MySpace, man. Check them out. I'll have them back on the show.
Everything on my MySpace. You see only the thumbnails of all my videos, the interview, and all that stuff. You click on it, nothing happened. Fuck you, MySpace.
That's awesome.
Crap.
That's awesome. So you just did an interview not long ago with a guy or a group out of Poland, did you not?
There's a guy from Poland. I was supposed to do that this weekend, but I was like so hangover. I was doing some. I was smoking my fish this weekend with some friend at my shack, and I was supposed to get that interview with that Polish guy, and I just like
Mhm.
forgot. Well, I woke up
Wasn't
too late.
happening. Yeah. I know. Even with
But
the time difference too, man, that always kind of fuck things up too, right?
yeah, oh yeah, man. The time zones, like he's like almost 6 to 7 hour difference from here, so
Yeah. Wow.
it's not obvious. But
Yeah, because I'm.
the other interview was
Go ahead.
Pouilleux of Destruction. That was my first video interview ever. Like this one is the second one, so
Oh,
doing
nice.
remotely at home. So it's like
Yeah. Normally, I would come to you like back in the beginning before COVID when I first started focusing on music. I would go to the band, fucking do the interview, sit down, fucking party. But now I way right. So what do you do, right?
yeah. Well, it works. That's what counts.
Yeah, yeah. You make sure you keep relevant that way, I guess, in that sense, because you stop for too
Yeah.
long, man, and people forget about you real quick, right? So
Oh yeah. Well, as far as a has been of my, I'm a has been. It's like I've been quite active in the past with Neuraxis, and I quit the band in 2006, and then like I just like well, ironically, I was saying to myself that I'm done with the scene and doing touring, and not even a year after I was like working full time tour with Cataclysm. That was quite a surprise,
right.
and
That's good though, man. Like, glad to have you back, right? Like, it's something that sucks you back in, man, no matter what, right? Like,
yeah, we have to hang on a little bit until things got normal. Well, it will never be normal. People are like getting so
yeah.
crazy with the cancel culture and the Me Too movement.
Oh,
It's
unreal,
deafening for
man.
me. It's like
Yeah, it,
I,
it
I was
drowns so
listening
much
to
out.
Dave Chappelle's show, and I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool." And I see those snowflakes, woke, whatever people that
Hmm.
it's like I'm not against cancel culture because like they could take down those big ones like Epstein or Cosby, whatever. But now it's like
Yeah,
it's dog eat dog thing. It's like it's
yeah.
witch hunt.
If
It's
you're
witch
offended
hunt.
in any way, yeah, get your friends together and we're fucking burning it down, man.
Yeah,
Like, that's the weird. Like, I didn't see the comedy special, but it's a comedy special. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, it's not like
So
he was up on stage presenting a speech. Like he was actually doing a comedy routine. So I don't know. If you get offended by funny shit, fuck, we got something wrong, man. Because
I don't know.
we're doing something wrong, right?
People are emotionally distressed. I don't know how to
Mm.
precise tell about this, but people are
Yeah,
very
right.
emotionally immature. I would say because like they need to grow up. It's like you could
Emotionally
talk about
insecure,
shit and stuff like
right?
that and
Yeah,
not take it personally, but some people are just not tolerating anymore. It's just like
no,
no, they're pissed off. It's like everybody's pissed
yeah.
off now. Everything costs inflation gonna kill us.
Oh,
It's
it's
like the
unreal,
gas
man.
is
I
like
don't know how
getting
long
more
I'm gonna
expensive.
stay in Canada, man, because that's just so fucking expensive here now. Retarded gas is almost $1.50 a liter, man. That's just
It is
I
it is
can't even
over here.
afford to drive to work, man. You know what I mean? Like $200 a week to go to work. Like why the fuck am I driving every day?
The green, well, the grass won't be greener elsewhere. I'm telling you, there's always
No,
something
it's so
that
true.
there's
Oh
always a
yeah.
fuck somewhere else. Like it's like there's a good place in Texas you could live because it doesn't cost much and stuff like that. But there's other problems.
Yeah, no, I get that, right? That's why I'm gonna buy land there and just have it for festivals. And then I'll go there to get away from my problems. Just 20 acres of wilderness and a stage. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to travel though. It's coming soon.
Yeah, but it's gonna be more expensive now. You have to pay for your luggage.
I
Your chicken
know.
luggage. They're starting with that, like
Yeah.
$30 to $100. You have to pay to your chicken
Yeah.
luggage.
So
So
my
you
only
have to.
carry-on bag, or like my only one I check in, is going to be my acoustic. Everything else I have, because I travel so much with work and shit, it's all just jumper bags. 2 carry-ons fits everything I need for a month. Like
You have to compact
I don't know.
everything.
Oh, it's the way you roll it, man. You gotta roll it nice and tight. Slide her in there.
Yeah, I have a pack
Fucking
bag, a little rolling case that fits in the right dimension, so
yeah.
I don't get fucked over when I get in the plane with it.
No,
But
right?
on tour, like there's many tricks, pros and cons and stuff like that. But it's like when you're on tour, most like the guys I know, especially the guys from Cataclysm, they're gonna buy their shirt at the Walmart and underwears and socks, and they wear a
Yeah.
couple days and then they just trash it, because
That's
like
what some of the
there's no
guys up in
much.
Thunder Bay did. That they buy the $20 worth of socks and then wear them out, and not what like it's cheaper not to wash them. He says it's just cheaper to keep buying socks. It's
Yeah,
like, what
yeah,
are you
yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, yes, and also for the time, it's like
True.
sometimes you don't have the time to go to the laundromat, and some laundromat it's very expensive, especially in Europe. Like if you go in
Yeah.
France, it's crazy how much it costs to clean something in a laundromat. So you better off like washing in the sink and just
Doing it
and
old
then
school, right?
hanging and then like in a tour bus or in a trailer or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, we were 7 days a week, so any day it rained, that was your laundry day. And then it might not rain for 3 weeks, right? So you always pack for a month. Because my first stretch, yeah, I was out for 32 days. I came home for a couple days, and then I was gone for like 21 days or something, right? So even when I got home, I didn't have time to do laundry. Like I slept most of the time. I drank for a couple days, and then fuck back on the road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, joys of the. It really shows people who like when you get out there and you're doing it like that. Like people are, why did this band break up? Well, they've been on tour for 3 years together. They're fucking stuck in a bus or a hotel together. They fucking hate each other now. It's that simple,
Yeah.
They need a break, like.
They need space, and sometimes space it's a luxury for most of like underground bands. Unless you're Motley Crue, you have your own tour bus for each guy.
Yeah, or you're. That's crazy, man. Like, imagine that, right? It only costs what a fucking dollars to hire them per show, right? Like,
They fucking hate each other.
oh,
It's
yeah,
incredible. Bunch of dicks.
yeah, right.
Yeah. I did you know that I'd done like one Slayer tour in Europe
No,
before the end.
what?
They made a
Do
follow up.
tell.
Yeah. I was like working for Obituary as a backliner. I'm the tiniest worker of the tour. I'm just the
Yeah,
guy who's helping the opening band. But I was happy. I was not well paid, but the food was good.
yeah, right.
We done like a good 5 weeks with Slayer in Europe in
Oh,
2018. So with Anthrax, Lamb of God, Obituary, and Slayer headlining, that was amazing. Very
that's
great
awesome.
tour. So it was like my first experience doing like arena shows, arena tour. It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Was something. And
Oh,
we have like a lot of days off, and I remember that most of the guys, even the roadies, are just like during day off, they just rent a hotel room. I was just like, why? Why? It's
Yeah,
like, oh
right.
yeah, it's cool for one, like renting one room for the shower and stuff like that. But some people were
Hmm.
just like, oh, I cannot stand to sleep in the tour bus. And I was like, as for myself, I remember that most of the time I was touring, especially with Neuraxis, I was sleeping on the floor or against the window in the truck and have like all my mouth like
Oh yeah, you
all
wake up.
with the ring, the salty ring around my neck.
Oh yeah,
So
no
like
doubt.
having the tour bus during those days off, like most of the guys and tour like Rudy's and Texans, whatever, they were like renting a hotel room, and I had the bus all by myself. I was just like,
That's not bad. Yeah.
they
Right.
paying a room. It's like, man,
Yeah.
you're spending your money. Fuck,
I
it's
know you're
like
not supposed
in
to
the
spend
tour
money
bus.
on tour, you know? Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
I love sleeping in a tour bus. The bus is like going on the road, and I'm just like,
Yeah. Out
I
here.
love that feeling.
Yeah, I've been tossing the idea of making the fucking van for when I'm on tour too, when I go across the US and Canada, right? Just stay in my van instead of a hotel room, you know? Get
Yeah,
one every once in a while, but
doing the hotel rooms like sometimes just like for weekend shows and stuff like that. But
oh, of course, that's not bad, right? But to book a hotel for every night of the tour, that's crazy. You know?
well, Slayer was doing that because like every day, like the tour bus arrive at the arena, and it's
Hmm.
like all the gear and all that stuff. The guy were already at the hotel room, and then they coming like maybe 2 hours before their set. So then they warm up a little bit, and then they do a show, and maybe not even an hour after they just left, and there's a runner bring them to the hotel or else. I don't even know if they're traveling in the tour bus or someone just like drove them to the next hotel. Sometimes the like, especially when we had to go to the last show of the tour was in Helsinki, Finland. So we had to take
Oh, okay.
that that ferry from Stockholm, Sweden. So it's like a good 12 hour, I think, with the ferry. So it's like Slayer's not taking that. There's a plane. They're already
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, right. No doubt, though. They've earned the right to be able to fly, though, man. Like their
Yeah,
last
yeah.
world tour, I think I went 7 times to see them during that tour. We went all over the place.
They suffer enough long, man. Those guys, like, they're like in the 60s.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
especially Tom. I think he's the only one that wanted to retire. I don't think the other guys want to retire, but
Yeah. Yeah, he's
he's the
ready, though.
yeah, he's the voice of the band. So anyway,
Yeah. But Anthrax are phenomenal too. That was the first time I got to see them too. Was on with Slayer, Anthrax, God and Lamb, and then I seen them with Phil and the Illegals,
yeah,
Pantera, basically. And then the other time we seen them with Primus. That was fucking fantastic. Primus was part of the tour for a bit, right?
yeah. I heard about it. I wish to see that show too because I love very much Primus.
Oh, they blew me away. Primus stole the show, I thought. Like, but I already seen Slayer 5 times already on that tour. You know, it was like, so it was nice to see all the different opening bands, right? Ministry, the one time too, that was fucking pretty sick. Yeah, so many great bands, right? So, who were some of your
Yes.
earliest influences? Obviously, Slayer, you know,
Well,
but
it's like maybe
Cannibal Corpse, you
first
mentioned, right?
first band. Well, as far for myself, like I said, the first band I was listening in my life was Kiss, Destroyer.
Oh,
It's like late 70s, and then AC/DC, and then I went to hard rock. it's like the first time I listened to Voivod was like 1981 or 1983. It was like, for me, it was like total garbage. It was like noise. I was not prepared mentally and musically for that kind of intensity. And
Yeah.
same for Slayer. It took me a little while before I get into heavy metal, like the real shit. Like maybe when I saw in Metallica in December 1986 for Master of Puppet, then I realized that heavy metal is a thing for me, because I was listening only hard rock, ZZ Top, you know, stuff like
Radio
that.
stuff in that sense. Radio music.
Yeah. But I was
Right?
like, I'm still listening to that too. It was like I'm still listening to that old cock rock and hard
Yeah.
rock stuff. I love a lot to listen some Dio, Judas Priest, and
Oh, Dio's a master, man.
those classic. You know, it's like even some Duran or Glass Tiger,
Glass
or
Tiger, I
or
remember that, man.
or Brian Adams, like
Yeah,
Reckless in 1984
right.
was something for me. So there's some classic. I listen a lot of pop 80s, and then my taste evolved a little bit more, get more obscure by the end of the 80s. But the early 90s was like the most intense for me, because I was becoming a musician. I bought a guitar and playing in band, doing shows and stuff like that. And it's like the explosion of death metal and grunge at the same time back then. And, you know, the heavy metal like Metallica and Testament and all Megadeth were getting a little bit like gay.
Oh, yeah. Testament
So
was bad. My cousin introduced me to Testament, but yeah, Motorhead. When I finally found heavy metal, it was Motorhead for me, man.
I listened Motorhead like in the 80s too.
Yeah.
Well, the classic Ace of Spades, and
Of
think it
course.
was during Orgasmatron. I'm not sure it was during that album I got into that band. But there were so many intense bands, like, you know, those Floridian bands like Death, especially Death, DSI,
Oh yeah, man.
and those guys from Buffalo moved to Florida, Cannibal Corpse, Malevolent Creation, and the list goes on. And then
I
there's
know.
Cynic
Cattle.
coming.
Yeah,
So,
cattle decontamination. I can never say it properly.
cattle decapitation.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Right. Fantastic bands. So
It's
many.
like the evolution of extreme metal went like nuts from the early 90s till the end of 90s. It's like Gorguts celebrate their 30th anniversary of their first album, Considerate Dead, I think 2 weeks ago.
Oh, and wow, not that long ago.
I'm friend of Monty Corner, and he wrote something amazing. I put on Gorguts page and stuff like that. So it was amazing that people still remember about Gorguts and the early times, the band existing since 1989.
Yeah,
right. And Luke LeMay's birthday is next week on November 7th. He's gonna turn 50.
Oh, it's coming up.
Yeah,
we're all getting up. I know, man. A couple more years, I'll be fucking creeping the hill.
For me, it's next year. Next year, I will be 50.
Well, maybe next year I'll be able to swing on over and have some beers with you on your birthday, man. We'll see how the restrictions go and stuff. But
pretty sure things gonna get a little bit more simpler. I don't know to which level, but we're gonna see.
Cross our fingers, you know. But is there anything else we should cover up, man? Like,
it's very hard, because sometimes I don't remember what I've done in the past. Like, but it's like I'm managing a couple bands. There's Terra Mobile, which it's a band from here. It's very instrumental with the bass player from Augury and First Fragment and Barf as well. Forest, which is my neighbor downstairs.
No,
so I'm not that far where we jam. I have like a Cité 2000. It's a place that everybody jam. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, no, I hear you just fine.
Okay, I heard some like a glitch. So So yeah. Well, I have a network called Team Montreal Metal. I've been doing since 2009, which is like it's a metal network. Usually, I started as like for parties and stuff like that, going
Yeah.
out as metal, doing paintball or bowling, as like for metalheads to hang out and stuff like that. And then it turned more as a network for videos, which I'm filming a lot, and I'm calling myself a little bit like an archivist. So
Oh,
I'm
that's cool,
filming a
man.
lot of show since like I've been invited to a lot of show in Montreal. And if I'm not working on lights or stage managing, whatever, it's like I'm gonna film. I want to keep myself busy because I cannot stand doing nothing. It's like I'm gonna poke my nose, which is not a good thing.
Yeah, but that's how you
So
get it done, though. That's how you get known. That's how you get in there, right? So, but shit, if you have any bands you want to send our way, man, we'll gladly line up some weekends or some dates and get them
yeah,
on the
well,
show,
there's
man.
the Point Blank Rage coming up this
Yep.
Sunday on October 31st, and then the fifth album of Urban Alien, which gonna come out maybe at the end of the year or early next year. Well, depending with Jeff Dagenet from Cataclysm, who's mixing
Hmm.
it. Right now, he's working with Maurizio in Florida for a new project called Invictus.
Oh,
Uh, like they were working on the third album of XDO, which is should be out pretty soon though. I
yeah.
think it's the 13 Years of Nero with the drummer, a new drummer. It's like they change drummer like almost every album, but this
Yeah.
album it will be featuring the drummer of Venom Inc. And he's also singer of Inhuman Condition, which is a Floridian band with the bass player from Death, but from Obituary as
Oh,
well.
no way.
So
That's another
there's
fucking.
and
I love that band.
I think the drummer is a drummer from Monstrosity, and it's like it's a
Oh,
almost
just
like
the
a all
mashup
star
of
band.
amazing artists.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's like yeah,
Uh,
like you said, an all star list right there.
yeah, like you know the band the Gruesome.
I've heard of I heard their stuff. Yes.
Yeah, it's the singer from Exhume doing this band, and the bass
Oh,
player is a friend of man. Is a friend of mine. Sorry,
yep.
Robin Mazen. She's doing like merch for most of the big bands like Testament, Exodus.
Hmm.
Man, she's everywhere, and she's playing a couple female band, Dark Guitar, something like that. And
Yeah.
man, she's
Oh,
busy as shit, man.
I was
I
gonna
had the
say,
I had the
man, no
pleasure to
doubt.
see her in Florida on the beginning of the tour with DSI and Cataclysm. I was amazed. I was supposed to see the guy from Obituary, but they're working on a new album. At this moment, they're touring with Black Label Society
Mm.
and
I'll.
Prong.
I I love Blah. I see him. Usually, I see him every year on my birthday, but they didn't have the tour this year in Canada, so it's always in
No,
around September, man. So I always say it's my birthday present, and off I go. But they didn't. They didn't do it this year.
no. Sadly, like the
No.
restriction and the two vaccine shot sometimes limited a couple people. That's one of the big
Hmm.
reason why the Megadeth tour didn't cross the border because there's some people I don't I won't give names
No,
and
no, of course not, right?
but there's some people within the team that they don't have their two shots, so
Hmm.
they cannot travel, so they had to
Yeah,
cancel the Canadian date. Well, they postpone it, so I
postpone
don't
it. Yeah.
know. I don't know, maybe next year or in 2 years. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we'll see. Hopefully, I'll be there when they do come,
yeah,
man. I'll tell you that much.
it's the 30 years of Scumdog of the Universe from Guar. They're touring soon. They're doing
Oh,
only Toronto. I was a
yeah.
little bit disappointed. I was like, "What the
Oh,
fuck?" They're touring. They're touring with Napalm Death.
oh man, they're an awesome band too, man. Fuck,
Yeah.
I haven't seen Guar yet though. That's one band I haven't seen yet, man. And my buddy Boog's always talking about, oh, dude, you gotta see it. You gotta see it. The
Oh
last
man.
time they played, it was Guar, or did I go to the fucking Black Label show? So I fucking went to the Black Label show, and then didn't get to see the second Guar show they had. So I was like, fuck. What do you do though, right?
Yeah, well, it's a different Guar because, as you know, the lead singer
Yeah.
died a couple of
Yeah.
years ago, Dave Brocky. So it's like the first bass player who took the slot.
Yeah.
Which, well, it sounds good. It sounds good. I listened to the new material, and they made a live of the 30th anniversary of Scum Dog of the Universe, which is my favorite album. I remember when I was listening to that, I saw my first Guar show at the Rialto in Montreal, and I was like covered all like kind of.
I was gonna say they spray it all in
Yeah, they
fucking
spray
blood
every
and
color
shit.
on you, and then we party at the Fofone Electric downtown Montreal, and all covered in blood. That was kind of funny. It was a good moment.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. I think that's my buddy Boog. I think his first date with his wife was at a Guar show. I'm pretty sure that's was the first time they did together. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
right.
you know, they're still together to this day, man. Probably like fucking 30, 40 years now. Got to
Yeah,
be
when
30
you go.
years by now.
Oh boy, yeah. Scum of the Universe maybe back then, or
Yeah, right.
America must be destroyed, which was the third album. But when you go to the Guar show, you have to wear a white shirt.
Oh yeah, that way you can hang it on the wall after, you know, and be like, yeah, that's proof you went to one right there, right?
Yeah, fuck.
Fucking great shows. Oh, I gotta go get something to eat, my friend. Fuck, I could talk to you
Hey,
for
no
hours
problem.
about music and everything,
No,
man.
it's like when I'm gonna start some story, we won't never end.
No, right? But we'll have you on again for sure, man, real soon, and fucking we'll go from there. But we'll call it a night. Tonight was
Yes,
Tuesday.
sure.
Great night, man.
Yeah.
Fucking really enjoyed talking to you tonight. So we're definitely gonna
Thank
make
you
sure
very
you're
much.
back on. And just a little shout out, Late Night Trouble. One of the other bands, Roxanne, was gonna be on tonight, but she's not feeling very good because I thought I needed a translator. I was like, oh man, I don't know what I was thinking though, but it worked out either way. So
Yeah, it's quite ironic that it's like my name is English and I cannot.
oh, I kicked him out. Let me check some. Oh yeah, it dropped him out. So either way, we're gonna end that right there. I want to thank him very much. I'll get a hold of him right after this. And oh, he's back, baby.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
the Safari thing on my iPhone. I'm not very tech savvy.
No, it's all
I
good, bud.
struggle with technology. People think I'm geeky in it. It's just because I'm repeating a lot, and with bad experience, I gain some knowledge, but it pays its tolls. I'm just getting cranky with time.
Oh no, I hear you.
Oh fuck! I
I
hate
tried
it.
to have a tech team, but they just can't commit to fucking doing the show every show. You know, it's like fuck off, and you know,
You
it's
have to
like
get money, booze,
yeah,
and
up,
titties.
off,
Bring some
yeah.
titties. You're gonna get some text.
All right, next job offer, titties. You'll be paid in titties.
Titties, dude.
Titties and
Titties
beer.
pays, man. Titties lead the world. Titties and
Yeah,
beer. And
yeah,
then
right. So
sprinkle some money on the top, and you have the
yeah,
perfect formula.
that's how you become famous, kids. Titties, beers, and a sprinkle money on top.
Oh yeah.
I love it, man. It's awesome.
Cool.
All right, but let's end the show there. I'll keep you backstage for a few minutes more, and then we'll call her a night.
Yes, sir.
Play it loud.